Okay, this is a collective read for the witches coven that thinks that they can control society with witchcraft. Okay. Shamrock Tarot general reading rules can be reversed, may not resonate. I mean, you're not the only ones that act like this. And this is why we have soulmate ties and twin flame ties, because people get in situations that they can't get out of, and that's everybody. You guys do so much witchcraft that you're living in the dark. So there's always going to be some other force against you, okay? Okay, we warned you into all of this. The coming of the Christ conscious, the 144,000 chosen people. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. You can't stop fate. You can't stop people's destinies. You can't stop people's contracts. You can't hex and curse people. You can't work against somebody just for the sake of working against them. You have to have a reason for reasoning. And you've been shut out. That's how you wanted to work in the dark and operate. That's what you got. Complete silence and blackness. Nobody in, nobody out. You can't just walk in and out of people's life like that for the past decade or so. You have to, somebody always has to know where you're at any given time. Whether it be your spirit guide or whatever. Well, we can't work with people who have blocked intuitions. That's not how we operate, good or bad. I mean, you can't even get through to the devil. That's how far gone you are. I'm not a mediator for the devil, okay? The devil is not known to tell the truth ever. So that's on you. You're taught these things at a very young age. Everybody is. You can't intermingle recipes and religions. No, I have a master's degree in religion. I've been baptized in like 4 or 5 religions. You have to be baptized or Christian. Same with the devil. You got to get initiated into it. Same thing. Same thing. Are you Catholic? No. Then you can't practice Santa Maria. You are intermingling Santa Maria, voodoo, hoodoo, dark magic, black magic, pagan magic, and Satanism. That's not how that is. Santa Maria is not Satanism. She's a soul collector for people who have sinned. Okay? Like, practically like a Grim Reaper. Okay? You don't have any entitlement to that. She doesn't go around killing people. And she's like a dark death nun. She makes you confess your sins. And if you don't confess them, then you have to face them. Basically like the same thing I do. So, you had 48 hours to, why did you assault him? You did not report back, so we will interrogate somebody else. That's how that goes, till we get an answer. We will go around, knocking people off. There is spiritual jail and regular jail. Oh, it's not our fault that you didn't make any ties. When this went down, which has nothing to do with the one that you assaulted, when that went down, you're the one that decided to not make any soul ties with this connection. Excuse me. It's Mercury retrograde until October 2nd to the 9th if it's still in the shadows, if you're working with the shadows. You made that decision, okay? Because you want control over everything. Well, If you have to use control to control, you have no control, okay? And like we said, in the dark with everything. You know the old saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. If you wanted that much control over someone or to harvest their energy, then you would have been two-faced and been friends with them. So that's that. Very hard lesson. We have a new system coming in of star seeds, and they're the ones that we are going to be working with. You have shown over the past 25 years that we cannot work with you and we cannot trust you. End of story. Back to the Witch's Cove. Hey, you have splitting migraines. That's everything forcing its way back into you that you're trying to force out. All the demons, everything. You are sitting there in complete darkness and silence with your night terrors, feeling like someone's watching you. Everything that you've possibly done to somebody is all coming back to haunt you. Okay, so you might want to go get on medication. You need Lyrica or Cymbalta. That's what the diabetic nerve pain does for you. Okay, opiates for when you have pain like osteoarthritis or osteoporosis, if you have cancer, stuff like that. Okay, you have nerve damage from type 2 diabetes that you do not control. And if you're having night terrors and if things are haunting you and talking to you, like telling you to kill yourself, okay, then you need to go get on medication for that. That's not normal. No, it's not going to stop. It's never going to stop because you never had control over your demons. And I think you're on your last leg with your car. You're behind on your car payment. And what else? You need tires. So I would highly suggest you stop driving around because you're going to get a nail in your tire. You shouldn't buy things that you can't afford. Okay? Do you have children that you need to get back and forth to school or to football player or to ballet or to see their parents or grandparents? No. You do not need a car. If someone needs you, then they'll come and get you. You're on a witch's train. That's the energy frequencies you're feeling. Oh, excuse me. What else? There's layers to at the Federation. And there's also the spheres, S-P-H-E-R-E, spheres being alliance. That's above the Federation, okay? Everything has layers, just like jail. Then you go to federal court, Supreme Court, okay? Same thing with the other departments, okay? Secretary of State, so... who's ever involved, not like you choose someone to be in a hex or a curse. Okay, you don't get to pick and choose. If 3 people or 4 people are trying to do a spell and you do the spell wrong, there is a possibility that you can all hex and curse each other. You can't just say, oh, we're going to put all this spell, work in groups of 3 or 4 and project this spell onto somebody and curse somebody. That's not how that works. You get hexed and cursed by doing that to yourself. I mean, after you do something like 3 or 4 times, it's not working. That's a pretty good indication that you should stop that. I didn't know. Okay, well, I found out who you were spying on the page because you spelled it wrong. You let the witchcraft go on as far as it goes to see how far people take it. When it ends up always cast spells against innocent people or trying to hex and curse innocent people, and then you guys end up hexing and cursing yourself. So there's like 3 or 4 people all trying to do this in a family or something, or they say they're family. We don't know. Nobody's ever really proved their loyalty. How can you trust somebody when you don't know where somebody's at? Nobody knows where you're at. I mean, that's just crazy. Do not play the disappearing act here. Anything else? I'm not a complaint hotline. You can't get through unless you have a reason for reasoning. Or what you call elementary magic. You got a major headache. People are allowed to walk away. Are you a cult? I don't think you're a cult, okay? So the only thing you can't walk away from is a cult. Yes. Yep. There's the burden you get from Apollo. Everything that you don't want to deal with all falls down as burdens. It's called the weight of the world. That's Atlantis is in charge of that. Winning at all costs. That's all you cared about. Looks like your ancestors warned you. Yeah, before you were going to get coffined. All you care about is destruction. Oh yeah, you're going on the well. Money. Your magic. Yeah, you wanted some kind of recognition for your magic. Well, you've been cut out. Here's the King of Swords. Working with some higher level of forces. Yeah, now you feel everybody's against you. Well, because you wanted to be Empress, but you sold all your energy. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Third party triangles. Empress doesn't do that to her body. And besides, you cheated on him first. So the contract was broken. As soon as you cheat on somebody, it gets broken. Ifyans even signed a contract. Everything was in the dark, so nobody knows. That's sad. Doesn't matter. It goes into that area and that's it. It's forsaken. Can't see. It's in the dark. You want to do everything, operate in the dark. Everything's in the dark. You don't have proof of anything. So that's on you. Oh, you lost your magic a while ago. Because you wanted to win at all costs. You were told to stop because you wanted all the attention. All you cared about was money. So your lessons for your next half of your life are about money. You had a question. The answer is yes. You're going to have to move, yeah? You got some people out on you. You were communicating to the wrong people instead of in your ring. Doing everything in the dark without permission. You know you're not allowed to do that. Putting yourself superior to other people. We already went over this. I'm not repeating myself. You can listen to the other messages again. Not listening to your higher self and judgment got caught. These are about your lessons. This doesn't even have to do about him. You got cut out. Well, when you don't choose to be married to somebody, then you don't get a marriage-like contract with somebody. I mean, why? How is someone? No one's expected to take care of you if you don't physically marry them. Okay, that's not how that works. Even if you jump over the magical broomstick, somebody marries the devil that night. Names from the beginning of time are recorded. okay? Marriage names are recorded from the beginning of time, okay? Nothing's done in secrecy. Doesn't matter, the church still records the name. Still a record of it. Above and below. Oh, you're having a tower over this. It's so stuck here. I'm not your leader and I'm not your creator. You need to be crying to them. You're not going to change. You've had 25 years to prove. Death and the devil. Well, there's always weed, unless there is... That's why we had the star seeds come in. Who can be trusted? Unless, you know, you should watch the news, unless there's like a big drug bust, like they pull over a U-Haul or something like that, and all the weed gets confiscation. There's always weed somewhere. Horrible with time management. Five of Cups, in regret, crying, brokenhearted. Well, you broke your own heart. Oh, and somebody, Yin's already, you and the other witch, already cut the cord on this relationship and then entangled it. Somebody did it twice, and then somebody entangled him into the cross energy and into the coffin. So somebody already coffined the relationship, and you're still crying over it now. Okay. Somebody's delusional. King of Swords. Once again, you've been cut out. Icebox. Temperance. Change is needed. Not getting through up past the gates. Oh, nobody works for you. Never pass any of your tests. You never finished any of your religions. You don't have any demons. You made a deal with the devil and then you didn't get any demons because you never worked with anybody. None of the angels were the demons. All the demons are just fallen angels. No planning with anything. Rejected. The Fool. Taking a leap of faith back to yourself. You go into entrapment until you learn your lesson. Just repeated lesson over and over again until you learn it. Or what we would call a drag. Nothing new coming in. What is this? Three of Pentacles, please. Well, you never worked on your root work to figure out who you were. You're in the dark with everything now. You got to start over again. That's what happens. Wiping the slate clean and they threw you on the train. So you need to tap into your higher self. Yeah, that's all you wanted was money. This was all over money. And then you crossed the Libra. Now you're in regret, 55. Well, you're at change. You got to change. 9 of Staff. What the federated system does to you is none of my business. That's not my job. 9 of Staff. I just bring everything out into the light. Definitely Joe. We're You're lucky you're going on house arrest because they're behind because of COVID. Yeah, this is all over third-party interference. The Hangman. Lessons. Night terrors. Okay, you betrayed yourself. All the spells are coming back to you. That's a hex and curse energy. It's all just backfiring to you. You have no protection. You sold it. Yes, begging for money, returning all the money, giving to charity, all the money that was lended out to you or handed to you. You got to pay that back with interest. You owe a karmic debt now. Anything else, please? Yeah, you want generational wealth and your magic. That's all you wanted was power and control. Yes, again. Anything else? Lovers. Well, how can you get satisfied when you're satisfying 6 other people? Trying to satisfy 6 other people. Oh, well. What's done is done and can't be undone. Chariot again. Definitely wounded after battle. Sword of Truth. Oh, looks like one of your ancestors cut you out. You were connected somewhere with the divine being of light. They cut you out. You're not progressing. They cut you out. Nobody's got time to monitor you. You're an adult. We should be able to trust you by now. You can't. Doesn't matter what side you work on. You still got to be trusted. Anything else, please? 8 of Cups, moving forward. At a crossroad, moving forward. The Tower, there it is. 5 of Pentacles. Kaboom. Yes, again. Whatever your question is yes, you're going to jail. All this drama and conflict you cause in people's life over your drug addiction. Go to the doctors like a normal person and get on medication. You've been dumped, kicked out to the curb, financially and spiritually, physically and emotionally. 3 of Cups, all because of third-party interference. 3, 3, 3, it just keeps repeating itself. And you're going to be alone. You're single now. Nobody wants to be with you. These are messages that you don't want to hear coming in. That's the bad energy. Night terrors, 99. It's the hardest energy to be in for fighting and wanting to win at all costs. 55 again. Yeah, death. Putting it to death. King of Pentacles. Temperance. Change is needed. Well, you can't get through to him. The angels have him. He's divinely protected. Never sold his soul to the devil. He was your high priestess, probably. 10 of Wands. There's the burden. 10, 10. Definitely being reset. You're at the doorway, but it looks like they don't have a doorway for you. You're going back the other way into the dark to learn your lessons. Anything else, please? Justice. This is justice coming in, serving you, your peace, to restore the balance. King of Swords again. Healing yourself. It doesn't matter if you call or not. You were completely out of energy trying to manipulate the will, which is forbidden. Performing acts of God is forbidden. Not even God is in charge of the will. The universe is. So that everything just keeps bouncing back, bouncing. I mean, you were completely out of everything. You sold everything. Okay, we just got in. Everybody just got into their new energy. We had a whole energy shift. Everybody's operating brand new. And within 6 to 8 months, you completely depleted all your energy. 6 months. You didn't play any games, nothing fair, nothing. You just thinking you can manipulate everybody and everybody that comes in and out of people's lives. What is this Princess of Pentacles, please? Can you tell me what this is? Princess of Pentacles. Well, you better go get in on the antidepressants. Sexually frustrated like that, you need Zoloft. You better go get on medicine too, because they won't prescribe you anything at jail. They only give you medicine if you're already on it, so. Yeah, this harvesting energy, trying to say, oh, how happy you made them. Well, what about your spouse and your other girlfriend and the other third party that you were manipulating? What about all those people? Are you crying to them too? Anything else, please? Yeah, the headaches, that's are vibrational. You can't, you're not going to be channeling all that, your pain and suffering anymore. You're going to have to learn how to deal with it like everybody else. Judgment, justice, and judgment, that's karmic justice being served. This was all just sex. Yeah, all over attention. Well, nobody told you to spy on justice. You get in big trouble for that. For spying on people. Anything else, please? You're very unhappy and very unsatisfied. Those are personal issues that you need to take up with your doctor. And your night terrors. That is all over money and attention. And because you need people to talk to because you're bored. That's attention seeking. You ever heard of like word search puzzles, solitary, you know, Bejewels? Everybody loves that game. Wormy. I mean, there's a bunch of games you could play on your phone that barely costs. Tetris, that's a good one. Yeah, you need to be worrying about contacting your higher self. Here's the wheel on the bottom. That's definitely karmic justice came in and got served on you. Well, you're behind on your studies. You're going to have a nice little time chunk in jail to get caught up on your studies. Okay, you're trying to make this all about you're wounded over feelings or whatever. You are in a contract with your spouse. When you already cut the cord on him, which is just completely a bullshit lie. Yeah, you were rejected. And you're the one that's holding on. You need to let this go. Yeah, you need to start doing your charity work. Giving. It's time to start giving. Tables are turned on everybody. Yeah, here's the Fool again. You're being reset. Your magic, I don't know about that. That's up to your higher self. I'm not your creator, I told you. This is all over controlling people's love too. Oh, you've been cut out? This is not a complaint hotline. Oh, you want your, yeah, you want your magic back, Jess, so you can control love again. You want to control the love and take action from someone taking action towards this Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. You want to stop the wish fulfillment now. And it's been coughing. You've been coughing, darling, because you're in an illusion, okay? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius on the bottom. Bye.